thank you for such a warm welcome. And it is really my pleasure to be here today with you to tell you a little bit about employer branding in Coca-Cola HBC and how we chose it as our strategic priority. I will, as you see, Coca-Cola HBC, Poland and Baltics, so I represent our business unit of these 4 countries, and I will take you through it. And of course, we start with why, right? So why we chose it as a strategic priority. So first of all, we are representing FMCG market. So the market is not known as very attractive, from a vision of our society. So this is the first challenge. Another thing is that our majority or main sales force is in sales. So workforce is in sales. So sales, again, is not a field that is seen as a cool field by our young generation. So combining these things, we thought, okay, so we need to share our story, share how we see our company, our team, what we do, and we're definitely very passionate about. So we need to share it much more wide with the population, with our societies we are in. And this is how we came together with the idea. Then, of course, I'm saying about our people and our team. And I think in any organization, people are our driving force, right? So we think that our people are our secret ingredient, and without them, we are not gonna we cannot do anything at all. So this is also a reason for us to share our people stories, to share our culture. And it nicely connects that everything is about choices, right? In this fast-paced world, we need to make choices, right? So already in terms of employer branding, I already told you that the biggest population of our workforce is in sales, but another huge population is in supply chain. So these are already very different fields, and we need to think about how to reach our targeted audience, the ways to do it for each target audience. And so we need specific initiatives, specific solutions for each of these communities, because the skill set, all in all, we are looking is very diverse. And I haven't mentioned, of course, all the support functions that also we are very much in need as most of us, right? So to give you, I'm already mentioning a couple of items about our organization. So just to give you a brief intro, right, who we are. So I already mentioned that we are acting one team in 4 countries. And this was a huge transformation for us last year in 2019, when we connected 2 business units to become one Poland and Baltics. So of course, yes, it is a challenge, but we took it as an opportunity to shape our mindset into growth mindset, to shape our trust in leadership, to have one strong leadership team trusted by our employees in all 4 markets. And also you see here what I meant by supply chain, right? So you see that we have 4 plants, 3 are in Poland and 1 in Lithuania, in Varėna. There we produce Neptūnas water, so you might be familiar with that. Also, we see that we need obviously to invest in our business, in our markets, in our societies. We'll speak a little bit about how we invest in our environment, in our societies. Although I will only touch very briefly, because only what making sense to touch upon when we speak about employer branding, right? And also, all in all, we have around 2,100 employees in these 4 countries. So I hope it gives you a bit of insight how we look like and who we are. As I want to go also in our strategy. So as I started why we are choosing to invest and focus on and put our efforts into employer branding. And of course, it has to go, hand in hand with our strategy. So our strategy is being the leading beverage partner 24/7. That means that we need to be simple, agile, and fast, right? And these are definitely our priorities. I want to also go with you through our growth pillars, because I believe it will give you an insight. What does it mean for us to be a leading beverage partner 24/7? And of course, how we are aiming for that, right? So first of all, it's winning in the marketplace. So it's being a partner to our customers. And in general, we try to squeeze every opportunity to support our customers to sell more. And moving on then, of course, about leveraging our unique 24/7 portfolio, where we aim to have a product for our consumer on every occasion of their day and pretty much life, right? Moving on, we then reach full growth through competitiveness and investment. And this is about really preparation for tomorrow, right? So we want to be stepping, one step ahead in order to be, on time pretty much, right? So it means that we want to invest, we want to innovate and find solutions, right? Then we go to cultivate the potential of our people. I mean, we could not leave it out, right? I already was mentioning you how important our people are for us. And of course, me being from HR, for me, it's the most, the closest to my heart pillar. But of course, so we see it as, we need to support our employees to unbottle their potential, to enable them to grow, to give them tools and resources to do so. And the most important, of course, is a mindset, and we'll speak about it in a second. And finally, it is about earning our license to operate. What does it mean? For us, it is about being friendly to the environment and to the communities we are acting, right? Where we are in each community we are in, right? And you will see how a lot of our initiatives are run within 4 countries, so as one initiative for 4 countries, but also we always see that we need to target it to the specific population to really reflect their needs, and so we would reach our goals, right, the best. And also these big initiatives are supported by smaller initiatives, being also closer to our people and our young people. And yes, and finally, with why, I want to mention about growth mindset. I mentioned it already a couple of times, and it is not only for this presentation, but for us, it is very important. And we try to instill it in everything we do. And I have to say, we are quite in a good shape, right? So I think we are very far away from a fixed mindset, but still, in order to nurture it, we think that we need to being active on it, right? And what does it mean for us? So first of all, we see each of our employee as a talent. So we do not differentiate that, somebody is less talented or somebody is more. We think that you always can improve, right? So it's not something that is a given. If you will put your efforts, you can grow your talents and improve and succeed. And then another very huge part of it is treating mistakes as learning opportunities. So, in this very diverse and fast-paced world, we see that sometimes, fast decision, although with the risky decision, can be better than no decision. That's why we take it always, if the mistake happens, we take it as a learning opportunity, how we can do our processes better, so next time the mistake is not going to happen, or maybe we can learn even something bigger lesson from the mistake that happened, right? And of course, it comes then that we see challenges as opportunities, right? So even in this very unfortunate year of 2020, mostly I reflect to COVID, right? We still try to see the opportunities, what we learned and what we are learning, so we would be stronger in the future. And as now in summer we run being open like never before. So for us it is being agile and fast to learn as never before. Okay, so I spoke. I hope I managed to give you an impression, why we do this, why it is important for us, and how it connects with our strategy, right? So now I want to go into a little bit more details, into more specific items, how we do it, and what are these initiatives that I'm mentioning. So we will speak about these 3 key pillars. A little bit deeper, but to have an overview now. So first of all, it's the first pillar is about social media, right? I mentioned that we want to communicate about our culture and about our people. And also maybe it's a good time here to mention that obviously our products are very well known. But however, sometimes, if the product is very well marketed, it doesn't mean that the employer brand is marketed just the same, or that the employer brand is as strong as the product brand. So that's why, today we talk only about, in the employer branding context, we speak only about communication about our people and our culture. And this is, social media is a perfect tool for us to do so. And we see that the best way to do it is to do it through our employees, or rather it's I would take the sentence out actually, because it is about, enabling our people to share what they think, what they are passionate about. It is not, we are not really shaping the message. We want them to be very open, what it is that they do, what it is, what they appreciate at work, what it is that, brings energy in them at work. The next pillar is about redefining your limits, and this is exactly to target our sales population's image in the market, or attract and shape how we see sales representative role in our organization. And finally, it is about future leaders. So, why we are very active in universities, in student organizations, in other opportunities to meet young people. For us, they will be our employees tomorrow. So, of course, we see huge benefits for ourselves, right? So, first of all, that we can meet them. We can learn about what it is important for them, how they see the world, what they are expecting from a workplace, also where they are strong. So huge opportunities, huge inspiration also on, business ideas and many things. But of course, then it's about for us a means to communicate to them, right? So who we are, how do we work, what we are expecting from our workforce today. And, this is really it's a nice synergy exchange. And of course, I'm saying more what we are both benefiting, but for us, the main thing also is to share our knowledge and experience. We believe that in our community, in our employee community, we have a lot of competencies combined, a lot of knowledge and skills, and we believe it is valuable that we can share with students, with young people, so they can be better equipped for the future. Yes, and we will speak about Brand Opener campaign, which is our flagship campaign to support future leaders and to engage them. But also we do lots of smaller scales, but really continuous projects and initiatives with the universities and the student organizations. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper in each of these pillars. So first of all, I told you that for us it is important that our people would share what they find inspiring at work. And, here you see a couple of examples from this year. Maybe I can mention just a couple. So, for example, in the left upper corner, you see our Varena Neptunas plant manager sharing, what they've done with the community, in cleaning up actions. Also, you see a couple of times here Costa Coffee. So we are very proud and very happy that we launched it in Poland this year. And we are looking for opportunities to launch it at Baltics. So for us, it's something, that we are very happy about and very proud. Also, you see in the right corner, here you see Gabriela from management trainee, who is sharing her experience in the management trainee program, what it was like to her, what she's learning, and how she finds it. And we believe such posts, create the most unique story, right? Because it's not that we say something that is that we would like to have, or what is on paper, or what we are striving for, but it's something rather what our people are experiencing, right? And we thought about this year we launched a smart platform for our employees, really to support them in this, because of course we don't expect that sharing content on social media that would be a priority for them on their agendas, right? So this is totally normal, so that's why we thought let's support them. And in smart platform they can create posts for a larger audience of our employees to share on LinkedIn or Facebook. And also they can share from the platform, right? So for them it can be much easier, and also it is a way to bring the community together. And I have a couple of numbers here. This is really very latest numbers from the last 3 months, and we believe that we are, SMART is making sense for us, and it really paid off to have it, because we see that our people are engaged, and we do reach lots of people with these messages, and for us this is pretty much our goal, right? And also I was talking about ambassadors, about each of our employee that is encouraged to spread the message, but we see that obviously the tone has to come from the top, right? So this is very important for us. And you see on the right side that a couple of our leaders who are very active in social media, right? And this is really just a sample, but for us it's very important that the tone would come from the top. And on the other side of the slide, you see that it's not only about sharing content, right, or what you found inspiring at work, but also sharing the passion and sharing their knowledge with young people. So this is what I was mentioning about future leaders. And you see here again only a sample of events carried out this year. By the way, with COVID, we only found opportunities to accelerate it, yes, in online world, but we thought, if we can support our young people in this time, then this is, what we have to do. And yes, so normally the means are with webinars, with master classes about variety of topics. So really from very business topics like finance, or marketing, but also to very life skills topics. So like, building your career, or, soft skills and so on. So really a variety of topics. Yes, and let me move now to the second pillar, which is redefine your limits, right? So I spoke about the needs in our sales teams, and really this project came together by the need, by the very clear business need. So in 2019, it was done only in Poland at that time. There was very clear business need to support our business in the busy time of summer that we have every year, luckily. So we thought, okay, so how can we do it? So we investigated, what is how we can define our sales representatives. We call them business developers, and we found a lot of qualities that are very similar with sportsman qualities. And when I say qualities, it's not so much about competencies, but rather passions. And this is how we connected it. And we asked our people internally to share their passions. And so in 2019, it was Lukasz who was selected to represent and to run the full campaign on the topic, how, what does it mean to be a business developer in Coca-Cola HBC, and how their life looks like, and what somebody can expect. So of course, to connect, the very clear business need with really spreading the message, what it is like to be a business developer in our team. And this year, we focused on internal goals. Also, it was connected a little bit with the situation in the market, because obviously our business developers are not only heroes externally, right? We see them as our heroes internally as well. So we thought about sharing much more internally. And you see here, so of course, this year it was done throughout our business units, so throughout all 4 markets and countries. And we have Robert as a winner, but also we have another distinctions where we are very happy that our people shared their passions and presented their story, how they see, life. And here I have a video to give you a better understanding impression of the the campaign. So if you can support me in this, I much appreciate. Okay, so I'm back. So I hope it really gave you the impression, the spirit, why we are very proud of this campaign and how really we see our people and the power of our people. And if I move one step further, so I told you I'll tell you a little bit more about Brand Opener and about how we support our future leaders in this domain. And yes, this year we became digital, so everything I'll tell you about is this year's campaign through all 4 markets. And basically it is, very basically, it is a competition for students, and they had to create business cases for 3 streams, all of them connected directly with sustainability, because sustainability is something that we deeply care about, and we believe that young generation does as well. So we connected them, and for the winners, there were, we believe, quite generous prizes, but also connecting to their development. So it's not only about giving you a prize, but it's also to enable you to develop, right? And just to tell you a little bit about how the campaign looks like. So obviously, it was not only that we released the communication and forgot about it. We wanted to engage the community throughout. So we had many challenges each week. Then we had 5 live events, so 5 webinars. In the middle here, you see our CEO of Poland Baltics, Jak, who had a masterclass for the students, for the community, and as well the leaders. Of course, we wanted to promote, we wanted to spread the message, to offer this opportunity to as many students, young people that we could reach. And this is a couple of numbers how we believe we managed. And in the last bit, you see our 3 winners this year. So we are very happy that we have Laura representing Baltics. Obviously, business cases was valued, in quality terms, not in where you are coming from. But we are very happy that we succeeded, to communicate it and to engage people in all our community. So this was definitely very, very important for us. And I can proudly share with you that we've been recognized by Employer Branding Excellence Awards this year. So it's very new, fresh news from this month, with a special distinction for online campaign within Brand Opener. And last huge initiative that we are very happy about is Youth Empowered. It is a little bit different. It's not really connecting so directly with employer branding. For us, it is our sustainability goals 2025. And this is how we globally, so in all our 28 markets, we want to fight youth unemployment. Luckily, the situation in Baltics is fairly bright. So therefore, we focus on kind of prevention, that none of the young people would ever face a challenge of employment or unemployment. So what we do is we try to equip them as best as we can, right? So our 3 main goals are to prepare young people for the future of jobs, to provide with knowledge, attitudes, and skills for life, and improve employability and access to entrepreneurship. So this is how we see it. And by the way, in Latvia, I can proudly share with you that we have a gold medal in the CSR index. So for us, it is something that, really recognizing our efforts. And just briefly, I want to share what we have done in 2020. So although Youth Empowered is not new initiative in none of our markets in Poland Baltics, but this year was first year where we've done one huge conference or event in all 4 countries simultaneously. So we had over 1,100 participants. We involved 15 experts, and we had 9 mentors for the program. And here you see a poster for Latvian event. So the event was a mix. So we had some parts that were streamed live for all countries, so as one part, and then we went more locally to really reflect those needs. And here, I believe almost to close it up, I have also very fresh impressions from this event this year. So if I could ask again to stream the video. So, and really, just to finish it off, as I mentioned, as with CSR awards, so we also recognize externally. By now, we are counting in 2019 and 20, 28 awards so far. It is very motivating to keep doing what we are doing. That this is, also recognized externally. Also, I believe I shared with you really why we are doing it, and we see huge benefits for ourselves and for our communities. And yes, thank you so much for your attention. And if you would have, any parts that you would like to dig deeper, just let me know.